Hello, is this bitch recording? Yes. Welcome to another fabulous episode of Hey Girl. Today is a very special day. If you're watching the video, you know that I'm wearing my fish skeleton earrings, which are a designer knockoff. Nina Garcia wore them on Project Runway. The original is much longer. Don't try it, because the girls will try it. But I am wearing my finest human hair bundles today, so we're good. I am sitting here with CJay. How are you?
I am over here laughing. You are killing me.
Oh gosh.
You look fantastic. That is
a
beat.
So do you. Girl, get it? Don't get too close. Clocked.
No, it's a beat.
You know what? Thank you. I'm very hard on myself to, be perfect.
That is good. That hair is good.
Girl.
What do they call it? A unit 8 or some shit?
I don't know.
Yaki hair? What's that? Yaki?
This is human. I don't know. I just call it when I need help. That's it.
Isn't there problems getting wigs like into the States now or something? There's some whole controversy about human hair wigs. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Something, I don't know.
Everything was going on with COVID and everything.
Yeah.
Oh,
this one took like a couple weeks to get here, but I ordered it in February. It didn't get here till like May or June.
Really?
Yeah.
But
she was worth the wait though.
Okay, not to get all like personal. I know I'm going all off topic, but are they really expensive? Because I hear girls paying like $3,000 up to like that much for hair.
It can be if it depends on who you get it from.
Like an angel.
Yeah. Like there's a lot of really great wig makers in the States that do beautiful, like full human hair, but it can cost 4 figures for a wig because you're paying for the person to color it, to cut it, to sew it together. They ventilate the hairline for you so it like looks like a natural thing.
Okay.
This one was around $300.
Oh, it looks
not bad.
Fantastic.
Thank you. For a custom color, and it's 28 inches, 26.
Oh, okay.
But it's very dense. For you wig people, this is 180 density. The average human head is around 100%. So it's almost double what a normal person would grow.
Oh, wow.
It's perfect.
That is
Usually,
awesome.
like, the drag wigs that I wear are $250, and then sometimes I'll double stack them, so that's, like, too much hair. Yeah, I'm going for this, like, very, realness sort of thing, where it's, like, very simple.
It's good. It's like going to, like, the Glendale Galleria.
Yes. Me and my Armenian husband. And
yes, you look like you got a bag that costs 4 figures.
Girl. Yeah, and the bag is secured.
Facts.
And that's just what it is. I haven't been to the Glendale Galleria in what feels like years.
Really?
I went, I think, in January or February.
Yeah. Obviously we used to do Ross's Pod.
Oh, yes. There. Yes.
So we used to go and eat and hang out over there a lot.
Oh, my gosh. The Blaze Pizza. Isn't there a Blaze Pizza there?
I think so. We used to go to Frida's or whatever, the Mexican place on the corner.
Yes.
Yes, that was my favorite place.
That place is good. And there's the Cheesecake Factory.
Oh, shit. See, that's high school dates.
Honestly, it's no secret on this program that I am a Cheesecake Factory stan. They should be sponsoring me at this point because I'm handing out pamphlets. I'm like screaming with signs.
Screaming for that brown bread.
Yeah, I'm like the abortion people screaming on the corner, the Jesus freaks. But I just got a Cheesecake Factory menu. Like, you have to go.
Oh my gosh! You know what I used to love from the chicken salad sandwich is my favorite thing.
Oh my god! Every damn thing is so good, and you can get like Mexican food, Italian food, and it's all just good enough to be acceptable.
I used to live by the one in Sherman Oaks Galleria, so I used to just walk there.
Work.
Yeah.
I went to the original Cheesecake Factory on Valentine's Day.
Where is that at?
It is, I think it's in like West Hollywood somewhere. It's really small. It's like...
I did not even know that.
It's tiny.
Really?
Because the ones that I usually go to are like in malls, and they're huge. They're like 2 stories.
Right.
But that one was so small, and it was so wonderful.
On Valentine's Day?
Yeah.
So, like, they knew you wanted to go there on Valentine's Day.
I had a show. I think I was performing at Flaming Saddles in West Hollywood, and it was Valentine's Day. So Me and my boyfriend went, and then a bunch of our friends went. We're like, let's just all go and have like a Valentine's Day dinner together and like keep it low key because I hate Valentine's Day. So we were trying to go to Cheesecake, and of course it was packed at the Grove.
Oh,
So
goodness. Yeah.
we called that one, and there was no wait, which was so weird to me.
That's weird.
And it was small. So I was like, all right, well, let's just go. And there was parking, and we did it.
Work. That is cute.
One of my last memories of civilization. Now I'm sitting here cross-dressing for the plants.
Oh my God.
Shit. Oh my God. That's the worst. When you're like a performer and your gay ass is used to like having at least 2 or 3 people yassing and doing the finger. But now it's like the throw pillows don't even look at me anymore.
The fern just shivers a little bit.
Nope. I got into a fist fight with a lamp the other day. It was lit.
Wait, so are you doing like digital drag at all?
I'm doing a little bit.
Okay.
I'm really lucky to have like a day job that is still paying me and allowing me to
come
like,
on now.
do
That's
things.
awesome. Good.
So I don't rely on tips in a lot of the same ways that a lot of my sisters do. So I feel almost not so good like hunting for gigs when I know that people are actually paying their bills and feeding themselves off of it.
Right.
So if I get asked, I will gladly do it because who doesn't love being offered things?
Right.
But yeah, I'm not like actively trying to get gigs like I did before.
Okay. Got it.
It's fine. I don't,
Yeah.
It is what it is. I'm trying to leverage this sort of thing and make it happen that way.
Good.
Nice. It's fine.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
How have you been? Has work changed for you?
Oh shit. Absolutely. Everything changed because, my background is like entertainment. So
yeah,
things had to either be readjusted or just shut down completely. So it's oddly enough, I'm keeping my sanity together, but keeping focused on what I can do next. And so it's been a lot of meetings here and there and some new possibilities that I'm lining up, which I'm happy about. And a lot of just like doing this podcasting.
Yes.
Zoom. I'm so fucking tired of Zoom now. Like I'm just like I'm not even going to Zoom. Nothing.
Oh yeah.
Anymore.
I'm about to buy stock in Zoom.
No facts. At one point we were going to do that with House Party. Remember, everything was like House Party. Your friend is on. Everybody's like,
oh
okay.
yeah.
Whoever. If I see an alert from House Party, I'm like, who is still using House Party?
I don't know.
Was 2 weeks.
Well, you have to have friends to do that. So
true.
That's my first obstacle. No, I don't do that. No.
Right. Yeah. No.
Too much. I have been enjoying the streaming and like Netflixing things because before I was so busy and it's like now we have all the time to actually do things that we want to do.
Right. Very true.
Here we are in month 72, give or take. I'm not really good at math, but I'm running out of shit.
I know. It's been interesting to just see what I can get into or keep myself busy with. Like I always say, Twitter porn has been like my whole sort of rabbit hole of things. And so, like I said, I'll be doing something like this, just as simple as like this, and then I'll have my phone like, oh yeah, double dildo.
Of course.
Let me say fist. No. Oh, okay. Let me save that one.
Yes. I'm a Twitter porn stan. I have a list.
I was trying to tell her. I was like, I was like, look, bitch, you ain't got to follow them. Just add them to a list.
Yes. That's what I do.
So people don't have to go to your followers and be like, just add it to a list and it will pull up all your good porn.
Girl, let me tell you why the stars are aligned. And I would never lie to you. I'm going to open my Twitter so you bitches can see. A bitch does not lie. Okay, we're going to go. Wait, hold on. Let me make sure there's no dicks.
There are kids watching.
Oh, God. First of all, how did you get this far as a child and not know something's wrong?
Oh, my God.
But okay, we're going to go to lists. There it is. That's my porn list.
Nice.
And if you click it, it's just ding-a-ling, all of it. It's okay. I'll censor it later. It's fine. It was private for a really long time, so only I could see it. But since the quarantine, I made it public, and I didn't really tell anybody about it. I like sent it to a couple close friends, but it now has like several followers.
Really?
So people like watch the porn list. I'm
Look
here
at
for
you,
it.
saving lives.
You know, drag queens are always the martyrs for the community.
Amen.
If you're looking to suck a dick or raise some money, I got you.
Oh my gosh.
And that's just what it is. Do you remember your last like social outing before going into isolation?
I went, like, honestly, I was on tour with Ross. And so
Oh,
I
for the
think,
book.
yeah, so that was like the last big thing because we had already did something like 24 cities. And I remember we came back, and so I just needed a break, like, because we were getting ready for the second leg of the tour. So I was like, we didn't hear anything yet, so we're still booked to go on tour. So I was like, oh, let me see, because we're only doing West Coast dates because it was all East Coast, so everything was cold. And so I was like, I can pack cute and light. I'm gonna see some friends. And so Ross was like, so 5 days got canceled. I was like, he said, so we have some more that are still on. And then he was like, yeah, no, bitch, it's done.
It's a wrap.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it was out, and it's just fun. We were hearing the rumblings of it while we were on tour. And it's like, okay, it was just so little, and then it kept growing. And then at one point, because we would do meet and greets, I was like, Ross, I can't take nobody else's phone. I'm not shaking no more hands, because I was known for hugging people. And then the last few one, I was like, I'm gonna need the venue to take your phone, or y'all gonna have to give me some gloves just in case.
It's too much.
Yeah.
Phones are nasty.
Mm-hmm.
People touch themselves and don't wash their hands.
Absolutely. When you think about that, because how many people take their phones into the bathroom and then wipe their whole ass, like wipe everything out that they've eaten, and just be like, girl. So what I was saying,
and they got
was,
their corn under their acrylics, like,
and they be like, oh, when did I eat? Oh, last week, right?
Oh, that's not even good. You don't even know what that flavor is. It's just.
Oh my gosh.
That's why I don't wear nails.
Right. Come on, one swipe, Sally. Yes.
Every now and then I'll throw on a set if I'm feeling like that.
But can you do things? Right, like this, right? Like Santana. What? But so can you like pick up a phone and like how do you do it? Or you have to do it with your like?
No, I just wear like the little short ones.
Oh, okay.
I just wear like a little baby, like a little French tip, like an almond. Something so I can still zip myself in and out of shit. I can still pick my nose and like I'm good.
Right. Okay.
But I wear the press on, so like I do it for the gig, I do it for the video, and the minute that the camera goes off,
popping them right off.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I'm queen of dissociating from drag the minute it no longer is part of my day.
What's the longest you've been in drag? Like just all geesed up for everything?
Probably like 10 or 12 hours.
Really?
Not that bad.
Right.
I'm planning on doing a YouTube video where I stay in drag for 24 whole hours.
Serious?
Yeah, so I'll get up in the morning. I'll get into drag. Whatever time I finish getting ready, I'll say, okay, it's 10 a.m. I'm in drag. I'm going to stay like wig, outfit, everything for 24 entire hours. And I'm going to go to the grocery store. I'm going to go to the drive-thru.
Really?
Walk my dog. I'm going to work out. I'm gonna take a shower. I'm gonna do everything, and every few hours I'll check in. Yeah, I think I'm gonna do that probably next week or the week after.
That's awesome. So, not to be personal, are you gonna like tuck too?
Probably, yeah. But I have a method, so I don't do the tape. I use like a tucking panty, like a dance belt.
Right.
So I like, you suck them into your stomach, and you pull the weenie back, and then you put the panties on real high.
Right.
So if I need to pee, I can just like go. Really quick.
Got it. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I remember the first time I saw somebody using tape. I was backstage Denver or something. I remember it was like Cameron Michaels and Mayhem and Laganja. And it was just like, I was like, wait, that's how that really happens. And Ross was there. I was like, oh my God, look, that's how it really happens.
Yeah.
I was like, no way, no. Yeah, that is scary.
I have tried to tape. I can't.
Yeah.
I wish I could. Like, there are queens who do it so beautifully and they can just wear it like that for hours.
Yeah.
I just kind of mash it up in there and it's fine.
Stuff it in like a burrito.
Yeah. You just roll it up and like press it down.
Oh my God.
And you're good.
Love it.
I think my last time being out and socializing was a bubbly brunch.
Oh, really?
It was because it had just gone to Rocco's.
Yeah.
It was the last time it was at Rocco's.
Oh, wow.
With
Okay.
Vicky.
Right. Oh, I went when she ran across the street. I saw a video. I didn't go to that one.
Yes, and she had a Bloody Mary, and she kept saying coronavirus.
Oh my god.
I have a video of her on my phone just randomly going coronavirus.
Oh my god, Vicky is the best. Vicky is the best.
It's great.
Yeah.
That's such a fun show. People who have never experienced a bubbly brunch, it's great.
Yeah, I love it so much. I was just talking about it, and I was like, wow, right before all this happened, we were set to go back to Puerto Vallarta. We were going to do a big weekend for Pride. Then I was taking it to like San Antonio. I had all these places lined up, and then just everything stopped.
But no, still not Pacoima.
Wait, who? No,
there's not a hometown buffet that can host you guys there.
Pacoima. Oh, mama, look, baby, if we got into Bakersfield and Oxnard,
T.
You know what I mean? For real. I was like, wait, Bakersfield?
Bakersfield, that's like an hour out of LA? 2 hours?
So imagine Ross and I driving in a car, and he's driven through there before, him and his childhood friend Terry going to college or something. I was like, what? As soon as we got in there, everything was a bail bonds, like a bail bond barn. So we were like, wait, how many people are actually arrested here? And so we were like, what is going on?
I might just be really popular in Bakersfield. Let me stop talking all that shit.
And you know, I loved it. It was one of the best shows. Like, it was so packed. Like, Bakersfield show was packed.
That's where it's at.
News came out, everything. I was like, there's gay people in Bakersfield?
All 2 of them were there.
All 2 of them. And 40 million mamas.
Yes. I stand. I like going to different bubbly brunches because the food is different usually. So like the one in Palm Springs at the Moxie has that breakfast burger.
All right, they sure do. And then breakfast pizza too.
Yes.
That's bomb.
Iconic.
I always sit at the bar. I sit at the bar and get T-boots.
You drink? I've never been drunk. Girl.
Wait, so you've never been drunk?
No.
Then you're not a drag queen, baby.
Honey, my resume would say otherwise.
Yes.
Check that booking fee, bitch.
That is hilarious.
You know, I get that a lot though, especially from other girls who like can't physically appear on stage without being 2 drinks in. But I'm like I went to school for theater. I'm a trained performer. I have a degree in acting and musical theater. So like,
oh, come on now.
Girl, I take my shit very seriously.
That's awesome.
So
that's
like,
awesome.
It's work. And it gets really crazy when the girls start to think of it as party mode, and then it becomes something that they're doing for work, and they can't separate that.
Oh, I've seen those stories. They're like, CJay, can you just run and get me another? I was like, didn't I just bring? Oh, got you, girl. I'll go get you another.
Yeah. And I'm that girl in the corner, like, all I asked for was water, and they gave me so many dirty looks.
Water?
And usually I'll bring my own. Like I'm that queen. Like I bring my water, I bring my mirror, my blow dryer, everything I need, I bring. I never really ask for anything. Sometimes like the guy, one of the guys at Mickey's is really nice. He'll bring me like a little Mickey's bottle of water.
Oh, that's cute.
Nice. Yeah.
Have you ever had any horror stories?
Oh, at nightclubs?
And just like performing and...
I've had clubs book me for a show and then pay everybody but me.
Wow.
Bitch.
Wow.
One time, I was booked at this place in West Hollywood, a really big club, and I have not been back. And I'm not really shy about telling the story because facts are facts. And I don't say names because if you're a drag queen in LA, you probably know what I'm talking about. I get asked to do the show. It's one of my first big like paid gigs in LA. I had just started. I get there, they say, everybody fill out this like a W, like the paperwork so that we can get put on the payroll. You will all get put on the rotation, so you'll get booked consistently. I was like, yes, let's do it. So everybody gets paperwork but me. The show starts. I go to the producer and I say, hey, do you need me to fill out anything? Let me know what you need. I can do it between numbers, whatever you need from me, you tell me and I'll make sure I get that taken care of before I go.
Right.
He was like, oh, talk to the host. The host is on stage for the whole show. So I didn't see her till after the show.
Right.
So I'm seeing all of my sisters and friends filling out their paperwork. And so after the show, she says, oh, we'll come back on Monday and I'll have a check for you. Great. I happen to be booked 2 doors down on Monday night. I'll come after the show.
Right.
I walk my ass over there in drag, go to the bar and say, hey, my name is so-and-so. I'm here to speak to so-and-so. The host queen here told me I am here to pick up a check. So-and-so doesn't know me, has never heard anything. The host queen did not communicate to him. I said, well, let's call her. I'll wait and let's get her on the phone and she'll tell you. There's videos and pictures of me here that night.
Right.
Like you're not going to tell me I wasn't here.
Right.
There's a room full of people that saw me. I came to work. I would like the check, please.
Give me my things.
Give me my cute little $40 or whatever it was that you were going to give me.
Right.
It became like a huge back and forth. Oh, let me talk to him. He's being difficult. And then it became, oh, well, you actually weren't a paid spot that night.
Oh. So they just had you as a tip spot.
And I didn't even make tips.
Oh, shit.
I think I made $3.
What? Damn.
So that was the point where I thought, okay, what did they teach you in theater? You smile, say thank you, and politely leave the room and put that in your back pocket and remember, just be gracious.
Yeah. Yeah. That sucks. All right.
Yeah. It's weird. Like, I came to work, I'm wearing $1,000 head to toe easily. Because I don't fuck around when it comes to like the aesthetics.
And see, that's the one thing I don't play with the Queen's money. I'm always like, if I'm there, I go back, here's your check, here's your check, here's your check, here's your check. I'm out.
Yeah, and we don't ask for much.
No, absolutely. You know? Absolutely. You're an artist. Like an art, like you wouldn't treat an artist like it's the same way you would go see a Beyonce, you would go, it's an artist. They are dressed up to perform for you.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Treat them as such.
Yeah. So haven't been back since, but also as far as I know, there hasn't been very much going on with that venue prior to, you know, everything that was going on with the world and the pandemic and all that. They were already kind of having issues. So
yeah, that venue became started getting real. I know what you're talking about. Started getting real dry after a while.
Yeah. So, but you know, it's that hierarchy, the ladder of gigs that you gotta shovel through the shit to get to the slightly less shitty shit.
Exactly.
And if you're lucky, you get to get in drag from the waist up and talk to people.
And scratch your balls and play with your phone.
Yep. And that's what it is. You know, I'm not a shablammer, and I'm not that girl. But you could argue that it's not drag, but also like, bitch, sit down. Sit down, white gays who've seen 2 episodes of Drag Race.
Oh my God. Oh my gosh.
They're the ones who quote Drag Race and use that as like a supplement for a personality.
Yes. Like 20 million quotes from Drag Race.
Yes. They have the fans.
Oh my God. To every beat in a song, I'm like, we got it.
I can't do it. I cannot. So, are you quarantined alone, or are you like with people?
I'm with people. I had my godkids with me for a minute, just because it was more space for them to kind of run around and play as well too. But yeah, it's just a certain group of people that I've been around, and it's family. It's the same group of people, you know. So
that's awesome.
But I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go somewhere.
Yeah. I'm ready to go just about anywhere, but I'm too scared to go anywhere. So here we
are. Right.
Because people are in Vegas and it scares me.
Yeah, it's trippy because I have some friends that are going soon. I can't do it. I haven't even really been, even though they say you can do the outdoor dining, I haven't even done that. Like, I have not been to eat anywhere.
Well,
no.
It's weird because the gag is that you can't have people dining in. So these restaurants are putting their tables in the parking lot. And then if you drive by, everybody's packed in and nobody's wearing a mask.
Right.
And if I'm scientifically educated from my, West Georgia high school education, I know that a virus particle can travel in open air 6 feet, fall to the ground. What do you do when there's wind?
Yeah.
That shit can go up to 20 feet.
Absolutely.
So you're even more at risk being under the tent outside of a Denny's just to get a little short stack.
I've been sitting there by my Denny's by me. I was like, is that a tent?
It is.
Short stack. Oh my gosh, yeah, because Palm Springs, they did curbside dining, but now I just saw that they're pushing to shut down Palm Canyon altogether and just open it up to put more tables. They were like, yeah, let's get more people sick and put more tables in the street. I know.
I'll just eat it at home.
For real.
I'll just take it to Gurl. That's too much.
Yeah, that's way too much. When
restaurants opened, like before things shut down again, I went to an IHOP like first thing in the morning and I made sure nobody was inside. It was completely dead. There was one other person in there. So I went and I sat and they had those giant walls up.
Oh, okay.
And it was great.
Yes, that's good.
So that was my one time. But this like dining outside thing, can't be bothered.
No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
Are you finally going to order to go when you're in ICU and you literally can't go anywhere? Imagine Uber Eats coming to room 47 and you're plugged into the wall. Like,
oh
just
my
leave
gosh.
It here.
They're like, we left it outside your door. Enjoy your order.
Gosh.
Like, I can't
even
walk.
eat it. You can't even eat it, but you got to just smell it. Because it could be your last.
Oh.
It's awful. But I get tested every single week. Because,
for work?
Yeah. My job tests me, so.
Right.
And it's like an at-home kit, so I just like, bloop, 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 and I mail it. It's great.
Oh, that's good.
So, but even still, you won't catch me out at the fucking TGI Fridays in this dry, hot summer climate.
Yeah, because one of the venues had, right when they said everybody can go back out, somebody had reached out to us just to kind of bring a brunch back, and we were just like, yeah, we don't want to be the place where somebody got COVID trying to get some bubbles at a brunch. So we can't do it just yet.
What's going to happen when an employee gets sick and something happens?
Exactly.
Too much.
Yeah, way too much.
All that for $1? I'm not afraid of losing money. I've been broke. Probably gonna be broke. Like,
come on, for real.
I'm not gonna let money like dictate my wellness.
For real.
So
for real.
But physically, I have not seen you since. I think I did see you at the Palm Springs Bubbly Brunch.
Okay, yeah.
This was a long time ago. I remember my hair was super curly, and you were like, "Girl, them curls."
Oh, okay.
I was not in drag.
Right. No, but I remember the hair.
And then Race Chaser, I saw you for like a second.
Oh, right.
Race Chaser Live. That was a great show.
That was a great show. It was funny. I love that show because I love when I didn't even tell Willem I was going. I'm sitting and Willem, oh, hi, CJay. What's your question? I was like,
oh, yeah. I remember that.
Right. I was like, what's your favorite song off your album?
What did he answer? Do you remember what the answer was?
Was it something about earrings or?
Hoops.
Hoops. That one.
That is a bop.
Yeah. It was Hoops.
I can confirm.
Yeah. I loved that. I had so much fun at that show. That
is such a great show.
Yeah.
That's like a huge goal. Like to take and before the pandemic, spoiler alert, bitch, we were trying to make it happen in like a small theater where I would get into drag, have like a beautiful fuzzy rug and nice chairs and like bring a guest and like do a live show. I mean, it'll happen.
Yeah,
but,
absolutely.
You know, a lot of things kind of fell completely out of my calendar when, you know, so much fun stuff was happening. Yeah. But I'm going to hope and assume that things will get better and everything happens for a reason. So
it sure do.
You know what? Also, like, what am I going to do? Sit at home and be upset about it? Well, maybe.
Right.
I could just let grief consume me. If the diabetes doesn't take me.
Oh my God. If you can't put no Robitussin on it.
Oh my God. If I can't put Vaporu. That's such a Hispanic thing, the Vicks Vapor Rub for everything.
Oh, put it on your chest.
You put it on the bottoms of your feet while you sleep.
Put it in your nostrils if you can. Yep. Right. Oh my God. I used to get on my nerves. I used to get on my nerves.
No, I never did that as a child. We're Puerto Rican, so like we're not like We don't do all that. That's like next level witchcraft. We just light candles.
Right.
Too much. I do want to discuss your podcast, Can We Kick It?
Sweet.
Because it is so fun.
Oh.
You and Paris are hysterical.
You're so stupid.
She is so fun. How long have you guys known each other?
Ooh, it has been, I want to say about, it feels like 10 years, maybe a little bit. I know it was right when Will Smith Whip My Hair came out, because that was when we first met, when I started working with the family, and she came in and she was like, Willow has a song coming out. It's called Whip My Hair. We need a campaign for the video. I was like, okay, bitch. Hi, I'm CJay. And that's when we met.
And then you punched her in the face.
Pretty much. I was like, I fucking hate you. Get over here and hug me.
Oh, okay. And then you pulled her out from under your car after you hit her with it and said,
I was like, girl, not for real. You hungry?
And that song is a timeless bop.
It sure is.
So good. And that iconic lip sync with
Yes. That's so good. Roxy Andrews.
I prepared a wig reveal for you here.
Oh, snap. What?
Nope.
Oh.
It just reveals to my hair.
Little kitten wig under there.
Yeah. Michelle just materializes doing this.
Right. Oh my God.
It's my favorite gif of her just though.
I know, like that. Like it looks like your aunt at Bubbly Brunch. Like you took your aunt to Bubbly Brunch.
Yeah. You took your drunk auntie for her first drag show.
Right.
Oh gosh. Those are my favorite people at the shows.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, absolutely.
So with your podcast, did you anticipate the social and political undertones of things that would eventually be discussed, or was it just kind of like a kiki amongst friends, or did you anticipate being, a voice?
I think, well, we always came in like, my thing is I always knew I wanted to do one. Like, so even being on Ross's and Ross Straight Talk with Ross podcast, I was able to I always describe that podcast. It feels like when you're double dutching and you're trying to like figure out when you can jump in.
Oh yeah.
And then you got to jump out, because then it's like you don't want to talk over everybody. So, and then I had my little segment, The Blackness, and then I'm just like, I feel like I got to rush through it. And I'm like, I've always wanted it, and then there was a couple of people I was looking at doing a podcast with, and I'm just like, Paris just makes the most sense for me, because that is just my girl, and we just laugh and we're stupid and we can get deep and we can cry. And so our private conversations are pretty much how we act on the podcast. It'll be something like, oh, bitch, I forgot to tell you. And it's so stupid because that's just how we are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so I think it was just natural. And so to be able to speak on social and what's going on in the world, especially now, that's when we texted. I was like, we have to come back, because I had to just take a break just for my mental. And I was dealing with like just in a dark place with depression. I couldn't even just handle getting on a microphone every day. It was enough for me to try to even do straight talk. But then I was like, I just have nothing to give. And so I had to kind of heal, and, and to some aspect she did too. But then coming back, it's been like better than ever.
That's the best. I feel a lot of that too, in the sense that like, as a queen, we're seen as like the lights of the community. We're the fun people. And so when shit is so real and the world is literally screaming, and there is injustice 10 feet away, like you can act like it doesn't affect you, but bitch, you're breathing and you're living, it affects you.
Absolutely.
And we have a moral obligation to either sit and be complacent, which is how we got in this mess.
Facts.
Or we can do as little as a conversation with a conservative friend or a parent about why it's important.
Right.
So
absolutely.
It's a lot, especially when, this podcast especially was booty holes and dollar bills. That was what we talked about. And so, when things shut down, I had to I had all these new episodes planned, all these guests that I was going to meet with, and things didn't really happen. And then everything else happened in the world. And I was like, okay, I need to really look at what I'm doing to
Right.
contribute.
Mm-hmm.
Though small, it's a platform and
Absolutely.
it means something,
Mm-hmm.
especially when you're a man in a wig. It
and
means something.
I also think too that there is the light and the joy in doing something like this that does provide a form of relief and release for people. Because then sometimes when I watch your videos, I'm like, you are so stupid. That shit is so funny. And like your video specifically, I'm like, it's so funny. But I think people need that because they're like, okay, I need this laugh. I need this right now because everything is so heavy over here. So let me go get some joy and some light. But also let me learn about how the world is on fire and how we can kind of be better people.
Yeah.
You know?
I try to slip in little like, the other day I was filming a video and I was like filming myself doing makeup and I was cutting my cheek with something and I was like, oh, is that my voter registration card? Oh, bitch.
That's good. That's good. That's good.
I was going to use my parking ticket, but I'm afraid they'll actually come and get me. So
Right. Oh my God.
Let me stop manifesting this.
For real.
Because my door will come crashing down.
I'm going to just close my screen and be like, gotta go.
They're going to take my Honda Civic.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
You're not an LA resident until you've gotten your first parking ticket.
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness.
And they're so stupid.
They really are.
I'm so mad. My building told me, park your car over here.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a ticket for parking there.
Was this pre kind of parking rules off or was it after?
Well, it was during the pandemic. Well, I moved here right before things shut down and I'd been parking there for months.
Okay.
So me and a bunch of other residents all got tickets. And then a week later, they sent an email like, oh, darling, don't park there. You're going to get a ticket. I'm like, well, bitch, we all got tickets.
Right. You should have told us that when we came here.
So.
Yeah.
It's fine. The lady told me that I could mail them a check for the original amount and leave a note. So I'm just going to write a really sad story. Sad, sad tears of a clown.
There you go. Put a realtor in there.
Yeah. It's more inconvenient for them to respond and say, no, we'd like the rest of this late fee.
Absolutely.
Just take it and move on.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
But if they want to throw hands about it, like...
we get, this face is cute, but these hands get busy.
These hands? You could catch them from 6 feet away.
You don't want the smoke.
Bring your friends if they want some too.
For real, like, for real.
A parking ticket in this pandemic. Fuck out of here. I can't go anywhere. It's not like I can move my car just
where
anywhere.
We go? Right, and everybody home, so we all parked.
Yeah, we're all home.
We just all parked. We ain't got shit to do but park.
Too much. These parking attendants are now essential workers.
Right. That's, yeah.
Girl.
Yeah, that's a reach.
I can't. So my car stays parked, and once a week during the day, I drive it around for a little bit, and then I come back.
Oh, okay.
Does that go anywhere? Do you live in like a place where parking is easy, or are you like struggling like everyone else?
Yeah, no, it's easy. I mean, I have two spots, like little private spots on my place, and then the street is a little cul-de-sac street, so it's easy.
Work.
Yeah.
We get one spot in our building. And so me and my boyfriend have each a car. So he has the spot, but like I gotta figure it out from the street parking outside. Oh, damn. It's fine.
Is that going to be part of your 24-hour drag video?
Me just like...
trying to find parking.
Trying to read the signs like... 2-hour parking between 8 a.m. and 6 p.m. on the days of Thursday, Friday, Saturday, but not Tuesday. Also, when the planetary alignment and the moon is waning, you can park here.
Oh, my God.
The fuck?
Oh my God.
Mercury's in retrograde, go somewhere else.
Go somewhere else. Right. Go somewhere else.
Mercury's in micro braids, you could stay here. Too much.
Oh, micro braids. Oh my gosh.
We're already approaching the halfway point.
Yes. Didn't feel like it.
We're going to take the tiniest of little breaks. And when we come back, we're going to talk some shit.
Cute.
Because I'm just chilling here in my Calvin briefs, just letting it all hang out. So that's what we're going to do. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere. You better not have plans to be anywhere because the world is literally falling apart. So it's fine. We'll be right back, okay? Oh, hey girl, it's me, Jordan Jayro, the host of Hey Girl with Jordan Jayro. And you're watching an official commercial break for this podcast. And what does that mean? Well, probably nothing at all. But as you know, this podcast is currently not sponsored by anyone in particular, so I just do the commercials myself. But there are still several other ways that you can support the program: by subscribing on iTunes, leaving a cute little review, and giving me 5 stars, by following me everywhere so you know when new episodes are out, and sharing them with your friends, because literally that's free. Anyways, that's all. Let's get back to the show. Come on. Pew! We're back. I hope you enjoyed that message from our sponsor. It's really funny because all the commercial breaks, because I don't have sponsors yet. So like, it's just me making shit up.
I love that.
So it's like a commercial where I'm just like, do you feel sad? Are you depressed? Good.
Oh my
just
gosh. That is brilliant. I love that.
Stupidities. I'm afraid that once this thing grows and I actually get sponsorships, that I'm going to have to add a second commercial break just so I can still include.
Just people are used to them.
Maybe I'll do fun ones with we'll figure it out. I'm not in a rush.
Right. Clearly.
Yeah. No, nobody's in a rush to go anywhere at this point. I can't. I want to talk about your profession because you do something very interesting. Tell the people about what you do.
What part?
That part. I know you do a lot with social media, which is very fascinating to me.
Yeah. So I do a lot of social media marketing for, I worked a lot with different celebrities, but also brands as well. One of the last brands I worked with for a few years was Mimo Mochi. So they're like the largest mochi company in the world. And so
the little ice creams. Yeah,
exactly. Cute. And so it came on to just kind of really consult on the social, what's going to be the branding, going to shoots. And it's really fun because it's exciting to kind of help craft a voice or a tonality for a brand, for a client. And sometimes even more so a client just trusting you how to know how they speak, because I've had huge celebrity clients. Well, you know how I talk. Just write the copy and post. Love that. So at times it's been like 3 females and like 2 males and 1 rapper or a pop group, and you just kind of have to flow through each. So I mean, I love it. And then sometimes you get so invested in clients and brands to where people leave comments. Because I remember like one celebrity, like, people just always comment on them with kids or anything. And I would just be like, you fucking bitch. I went to your fucking page. I know you live. Like, I want to comment as a celebrity, but I can't. Even when people talk shit about the mochi ice cream, I want to comment back as the mochi ice cream company. Like, fuck you. Don't eat me. Or rather, eat me, bitch. Yeah. So, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
The shift in how like a product is marketed to people is so different now than it was even 10 years ago.
Oh, absolutely.
Do you ever feel like pushback from these old crusty white CEO guys who are like, oh, we don't understand the importance of Instagram. We don't want to invest in that.
Absolutely. Or cutting costs because, well, it would just make more sense if we did it this way. Or, well, shit, can you do X, Y, Z for this amount of dollar? I'm like, no. I cannot. Yeah.
I saw an interesting video about the beauty industry and how these makeup companies aren't even filming commercials anymore because nobody has cable.
Right.
Nobody's filming commercial spots, and if they are, it's for digital.
Right.
And it's more cost effective for them to use an influencer because if you think about it, if they shoot a 30-second ad, you pay all kinds of people, talent, you're paying people to conceptualize it, film it. It can cost like $1 million.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or you can send somebody a palette and like $30,000-$40,000 and you're going to sell more product. So you're operating at like such a huge percentage.
Right.
Why not just send some to James Charles? And even if she wants $50,000 for a 10-minute video, give it to her.
Sure. Yeah. Because for some of the brands, we used to have like these little pop-ups and they would be South Beach or New York. And so I would fly Willie for like a night to go do a pop-up, and then they would fly out influencers and put them up in hotels on South Beach and just like, hey guys, this is me at the event. Check it out. It's so good. Want to know more? Swipe up. Cool. Hey guys, look at this. It's so cool. And I'll be in the back like, all right, I gotta take you to the next location so we get some images.
That's crazy.
But they would walk away with a fat check. I was like, I'm not even mad.
And they're like these little teeny bopper gay boys with acrylics.
Right. And have huge followings. Like one just eats. Like he just gets paid to fly around the world, take pictures of a knife getting cut into a steak 4 different ways. Him say, oh, look at that sear. And here's a check.
Wow.
I'm like, fuck my drag.
Do you watch those mukbang videos on YouTube? Gurl. Okay. It's like I think it's a Korean word. Where in Korea people would like broadcast themselves eating meals.
Oh, I've seen some.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I'm obsessed with people eating a lobster because I love lobster so
like
much.
the noise.
Oh, and be like,
and they dip it in the butter, and it's like.
I used to get like hearing people eat on podcasts and shit annoys me to the bone. But to watch people eat lobster, it's the kind of good porn I need.
Oh gosh, I'm on like a crazy strict diet right now.
Oh, really?
I'll be eating my healthy ass like dirt food, and I'll be watching on my iPad a video of somebody eating like 7 Big Macs. Right. And I'm just like manifesting. It's the best.
Yeah.
I want to do one in drag eventually.
That's funny.
When my diet comes to when I start to incorporate more like fun food, as I, you progress, you slowly start to give yourself rewards.
Yes.
I will reward myself with probably a Cheesecake Factory mukbang, and I'll spend like $100 on Cheesecake Factory.
Nice. Oh, that's good.
And I'll eat for a week.
That's good.
But there are some people like, there's Trisha Paytas. I love her. She eats and she cries. It's the best. I love watching people eat like huge amounts of fast food. So good. Especially if you don't if you're trying to avoid those cravings, I can kind of get like a little satisfaction from it.
True. I didn't even think about it that way. That is very true.
So good. But they make tons of money. Yeah. And they make bajillions of views. And then all they do is go through the drive-thru and order a bunch of stuff.
And just eat and get paid. That is, yeah. Jesus. And they're the ones that are winning during this quarantine.
Yeah. I should have like four Big Macs in front of me right now.
Absolutely. With your nails on, just sticking them in the Big Mac and just putting it and eating it like
picking the fries and just licking it.
Right, and just eating it like that. That would be sexy. And then it's all about the nails, because then you get a nail sponsor to pay because you're wearing nail polish as you're sticking it in the food. Yeah. Do you like my nails and this food?
I'm going to do a drag queen mukbang where I only eat different temperatures of water.
Oh my God. What?
It's ice, warm water, room temperature, ice water.
Oh my gosh.
And a single lemon to squeeze at the end for dessert. Just like,
my God.
I would do something like that, and people
That's actually funny.
Would hate me.
They would love you so much.
Maybe I should do that.
That's funny.
I just did ASMR on YouTube, which was fun.
Oh yeah.
I love it. Yeah. I took like an anal douche and I started like just playing with it in the mic, like blowing. Oh, but that's the social media age now. It's like things are shifting, and I'm seeing a lot of companies that are kind of resistant to change.
Yeah, yeah.
And they're suffering.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, how I miss Blockbuster.
I miss it too.
Oh, that was like my favorite thing. Fridays. My favorite Fridays. I would just go. My grandma would be like, okay, you can get 2 movies and get a couple snacks. Oh, okay. It'd be like Nightmare on Elm Street and something else.
Yes. I used to go because I would get good grades. So like every week I would go get a movie because I was like a good student. But that's crazy. Do you have a specific movie from your childhood that you feel shaped your personality as an adult?
Good question. I think, I'm trying to think the movies I always think about. Like, I always think of Boys in the Hood.
Okay.
Just because I grew up in that, and I was just like, oh my God, this is my real life right here. So that's one end of the spectrum. At the other end of the spectrum, like To Wong Fu was
So
just something
good.
I was like, I've never, what is a drag, what is this? Like, and then, I was calling, of course, I know we don't say it now, but I'm like, trannies that are Wesley Snipes dressed as a tranny. I mean, so I didn't know anything outside of that. So yeah, that absolutely did. And a deep cut would be Torch Song Trilogy with Harvey Feinstein.
I know him. I don't know this movie though.
So I remember my mother watching, being a kid, and I remember sleeping in the living room on a sleeping bag. And so I'm sleeping. I was like, wait. And I didn't know anything about gay, blah, 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 blah. And I remember there's a scene in the movie, and Harvey's like in a bar, and there's this blonde-haired white guy he's crushing on. And I think it was a scene where the guy starts going down on him, and Harvey goes, oh my God, what am I going to do with this can? And that's all I remember.
And now every time somebody goes down on you, you do that same thing.
I do. What am I going to do with this can? And it's like, wait. No.
Yeah, and he's just like,
okay, I'm in the role play. Yeah.
Sir?
Right.
I didn't see To Wong Fu till I was like, I had already started doing drag, and I was like, oh, I need to watch this because it's, it's like a drag movie. Mm-hmm. And I'm always fascinated by how tiny their suitcases are.
I know.
But they always have like
so much shit, right? I never thought about that. That is so funny.
And they're always in drag. I carry the biggest suitcase ever for 2 outfits.
Oh, I am sure. I've helped many a suitcase up those stairs when we used to be at Rockwell's. So I used to carry all these suitcases up the back.
The Hamburger Mary's West Hollywood has that spiral staircase. So you can catch me in heels lugging that suitcase and 2 wig heads up the spiral staircase.
Oh my gosh.
Too much.
Mm-hmm.
I also think like movies like Good Burger and Spice World made me the person I am.
I see that. Okay.
Spice World. Oh gosh. the whole aesthetic of the Spice Girls turns the party.
I see those ginger streaks up in you. Ginger
oh,
spice
you
streaks.
know. How do we?
Oh my God. And I cannot believe you said Good Burger. I think what's my favorite line from that movie when she was like, I'm going home. He said, why are you going there? Because my stuff is there.
My stuff is there.
It was so funny. That is the best line, because my stuff is there.
I love when he's on the roof and he's like, I just think about like squirrels, things that are sticky. It's so good.
Oh my gosh.
Or the word estimate, when he's like, it's estimate. You said it would be this much. That was an estimate.
I haven't seen that in so long. Oh my God, I haven't seen that in so long. I may need to revisit that.
The fashion that Sinbad wore. Iconic.
Classic.
It was the original RuPaul Klein Epstein Parker suit.
Oh, but yeah, it really was.
Sometimes RuPaul comes out in that suit and I can't hear a word he says over the print he's wearing.
It is so, especially in the last 2 seasons. Woo!
Did you get to go to the set for these last couple seasons?
Yes. Yes.
How is that? I imagine it's a very tight operation.
It is. It's a very tight operation. You kind of just sit and wait on the side, and I'm watching. The lip syncs are always fun because when everything else films and it's the runways, it's people are working, but when it's the lip syncs, you can see kind of the cast and crew and everybody kind of hovers around as you're watching it, and especially if it's cast members that you're really sort of attached to, you kind of want to just stand there and root for them. So it's good. It's fun.
How fun. I would love to just be a fly on the wall. Just like
I remember when for this past All-Stars, I remember so it's funny, like when I first started going Ross, obviously we didn't have Bubbly Brunch. I was a fan of Drag Race, but didn't know a lot of the queens. And then obviously as our friendship grew, I started just learning the queens, doing Bubbly Brunch. So I remember I stepped outside and when they were doing like the queens walking. And so like all the Girl Small Stars I knew. So they're like, CJay, oh my God. So they're coming up and they're hugging me. And Cracker was like, hey, daddy. And the person's like, no, you can't talk to anybody. Keep moving. Because they have to go film
Oh, they're not allowed
Untucked.
to
And so I'm
speak.
like, hey, right. So I'm seeing all of the, I'm seeing Angina, Mariah, Chef. Like, oh my God. So,
Oh yes, all the LA staples.
right. So then
Mayhem,
obviously everybody,
Angina.
so it was kind of funny. A call was like, well, from when I first came and it was like, oh yeah, nice to meet you, to now it's like, oh shit. And I'm a huge fan. Like I'm a huge fan of even beyond Drag Race, just of drag. And like I went to London my first time in London. First times I went to London maybe 6-7 years ago, and I remember going to a drag show, and I was like, wow, this is completely different than what I'm used to. And it was men with beards and just armpit hair, and I was like, oh, London does it completely. And then that's when I really started getting interested in seeing how people do drag around the world.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
They don't tip in the UK because the queens actually get paid.
Exactly. So I was like, well, how do they were like, no, we don't tip. Even at the bar, I was like, oh, here. They're like, what is this for?
Somebody once tipped me in Canadian money once.
Oh, really?
At the Abbey. And I thought, maybe the exchange rate is real cute on this. It was not.
Oh, it's not.
It was a Canadian dollar.
Oh, goodness.
Which is like 0.3 cents in our economy.
A good hot penny, half a penny.
Yeah. So I still have it. It's beautiful. It's like blue and it has like a clear, transparent section in it. Girl, I'm going to make a necklace out of it or something.
Exactly.
I don't know what else to do. Shady. But I like my drag experience is mostly LA based, so like I go for very specific like softness,
right?
Specifically because what I do on stage is so not what I look like that it makes it even funnier.
Right.
When people are like, "Oh wow, look at her! She's probably gonna do like a Britney mix," and then I come out and I'm just like, "Here's Baby Shark, hit it!"
Oh my God, that is amazing though.
And people are like,
"What?" Right.
And it's just they just can't help but reach into their wallet. And if they don't have their wallet, they give me the jewelry they're wearing.
That's how you get them. She works hard for that money or that jewelry, honey.
By the time that little trash can comes back, I've got iPhones. I got left shoes.
Desperation.
Somebody put a mozzarella stick. I would love that. Some people give me food sometimes.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, if they have like French fries or something, they'll hold up a French fry and I'm like, thank you. I'll eat this in solitude so people don't think I eat solid food because how embarrassing.
Right. I love when Jackie Beat was always hosting our LA one. Like she had to have her plate of bacon when she would like do the hosting on the side and have just a plate of bacon on the side of the stage.
I love her so much.
She used to yell at me. She said, like, get my bacon.
I mean, an icon. Like the reason any of us are sitting here.
Truly.
She always makes this joke that I love about why she doesn't wear heels. And she says it's because her feet hurt from paving the way.
Oh, yes. That is funny.
Damn it.
Right. And she always talks about her Dorothy Spornak boots.
Those little black booties that she catches herself wearing.
Her favorite ones to wear.
They look like the Napoleon Dynamite shoes that he wears.
Oh my gosh.
But how can you have any complaints about it? She's Jackie fucking Beat. Like,
oh, she's so funny.
One of the like few queens that I look up to and say that bitch, she's got the career that I hope to one day like aspire to on that level of just like comedy, music, everything.
Absolutely. Incredible. To write for TV shows, comedians, like she's brilliant.
She's so great. It's one thing to be funny and another thing to be able to write funny things. Right.
Like write funny. Absolutely.
Yeah. Stand-up is hard. Oh my God.
And she's a partner in a tequila brand. Her tequila is actually really good.
Grutona.
It's really good.
Oh, which translates to screaming woman, yelling woman.
Yeah. I forgot about that. Right. It's one of those.
Which is funny. But yeah, I when I started doing drag, I obviously knew I was not going to be a dancing queen. I didn't want to be because there's enough of that. It's not my thing. But then I thought, well, if I have the humor, I can perform till I'm like 60. Because you just need to hand me a microphone and I'll take care of it. Like
absolutely, yeah.
So she's very much that queen for me. Her, like,
That's
Coco
good.
Peru, Sherry
Yeah,
Vine,
Sherry Vine. Oh, love Sherry Vine.
who is one of the nicest people.
Absolutely.
I got to
100%
go to her
absolutely.
house.
Oh,
Bitch,
sweet.
I hung out with her once. Beautiful experience. We did a podcast together.
Yeah, yeah.
So fun. And
Because
she didn't know me.
she's out here now. Because I remember
Yeah.
when she was staying with Jackie, but then she was telling me she's moving, so she moved already, right?
Yes, she has a
awesome.
beautiful home.
Oh, good.
So nice.
That's good to hear.
Yes,
that's good to hear.
I do need to discuss with you Straight Talk with Ross Matthews.
Okay.
Because that was how I was first exposed to you. I started listening like 2 episodes before you joined.
Oh, shit, really?
So I remember the episode where you were brought in and it convinced Mark that you were a rapper.
Peppa.
The Snapchat me that pussy.
And I brought all that soul food in because I was like, look, if I'm bringing my black ass on that white ass show, what's the blackest thing I could bring? Soul food.
They didn't even know what hit them.
Right. I was like, I got this. Pass that on down, baby. Pass that down. Pass me that salt, sugar.
Oh my gosh. That was one of my favorite episodes ever because he was fully like in it, but also kind of like not wanting to question.
Right. I know.
Best.
I know. It was so good. It was so good.
And they called you Yo Peppa for like months after that.
Forever. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to stop going by Peppa. Because there would be some people like, Peppa. I'm like, okay.
You're like at Vaughn's squeezing some melons.
Right.
And you just hear Peppa.
I was like, I can't know. I was told Ross, I'm here. Let's just go by CJay.
That's crazy. And you were a listener before you were on.
Yeah, I was a listener before.
How long had you been listening beforehand?
Roughly maybe about 8 months. It wasn't even a year I was listening. I was like, this show is so stupid. And I just couldn't stop listening.
Yeah.
It's just so stupid and funny. And so, yeah, that's how.
Same. I loved Ross from Chelsea Lately because that was how I had first like discovered Ross.
Right.
And then Drag Race, I started watching that and he was a guest judge a lot.
Yes, right.
But then when he got permanently added on, I was like, okay, here we are.
Right.
So one day when I'm on Drag Race and I'm on the runway, I'm just going to turn and go, kiss, kiss.
Oh my God.
On the runway. That's like a goal of mine, to be on the runway at Drag Race during a break and just go, kiss, kiss.
He would die.
And then go back to my bubble, like, tell me I'm the winner, it's fine.
Right.
But that's crazy. I'm surprised that there aren't queens who go on there who are straight talkers. Or
I know. Yeah, absolutely.
I can't. But it's crazy to me. Like, I've been listening to this. It's been what, like 4 years since you've been on?
Yeah.
That's
I know.
So
insane.
long.
That's insane to even hear that.
I used to listen to it because I lived in an empty house in Orange County. And so it was I had no furniture in this house. And I was trying to find like the next place to live. This is when I was in college.
Right. Okay.
You know, the couch surfing ways of Los Angeles. I was living in this empty house. It was me and an air mattress, just like going to school, trying to work, making my cute little $8 an hour,
right,
trying to get out of there. And so it was like so big and so empty. And I would hear like, you know how when you're in an empty house, you start hearing people walking and shit.
Yep.
And the house was for sale.
Right.
So sometimes there would actually be people walking around.
Okay. Right.
So I would put the podcast on. And I would hear voices, and I would feel like there was people.
That's good. Oh.
So it was a nice like anxiety thing, like a security blanket.
That's awesome.
At that point, I was like, well, I need to have my own one of these because it's really helpful.
It really is. It truly is. Yeah, it really is.
I stan.
Yeah.
I just listened to the new episode today, right before, while I was doing my face.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, that was fun.
Yes. I'm not going to reveal much about the episode because I want people to think that this episode was recorded at the exact time that they're listening to it, and not pre-recorded several weeks ahead of time.
I got you.
But it was very good. Whatever episode just happened, gorgeous.
Love it.
I cannot. Another really interesting and revolutionary thing that has happened during this time is all of the fabulous protesting that's been going on around the world. Was your area affected by like the protesting?
No, not. I mean, there are places. I mean, I live in Burbank, so there are places that were boarded up a little bit, but nothing really to the extent of other areas. So
We had like we had a lot of like police and military in my town because we're right off the 10 freeway where I live.
Right.
So the freeway exits were blocked off. All like
okay.
giant shopping centers, they put giant dumpster things in front of the driveways. So you couldn't get in. It was weird. There were like cops running around with giant guns.
Yeah.
What do they need those for?
I know.
It's so stressful.
I mean, it's putting everybody on high alert, killing our anxiety across the board.
And with everything else going on, it's just like, I mean, now's the time, but also now's not the time.
Exactly.
But
exactly.
I'm glad that, you know, we're all in a position where we have the time to kind of mobilize and speak up about certain things because it's not a new issue.
Nope.
Girl.
Nope. And now more people are aware and you kind of choose what side you want to be on. So.
And it's alarming the people in our lives who just don't get it.
Oh, absolutely.
I have been deleting and muting and blocking just regularly.
Same.
It's hard. Like how do you handle somebody who is just so on the other side of history?
Right. I mean, like I said, either I don't, or if they want to have a conversation, then we can have it. But if it's not sinking in, if points are being heard constructively from both sides, then we shouldn't be having this conversation, you know?
Yeah.
So
if we need to discuss why people shouldn't be killed for no reason,
right?
I don't know. I can't help you.
Yeah, because there's no unteaching stupid.
Yeah. It's just conditioning. And we've all got a little bit in us. But you got to know that you got it in you. We're all biased. We all have our own toxic ways.
Yes, absolutely.
So whenever I would engage in these conversations with like family members or friends who were super conservative, it was never to like correct things. It was to say, hey, acknowledge this behavior in yourself. And when you feel those things and when you catch yourself in that thought and in that moment, check yourself. That will lead to affirmative action. But people don't want to do that.
Ain't nobody got time for that.
Nobody got time for that. And during a pandemic, all we got is time.
So if you don't have time during the time when all we got is time, then you ain't getting none of my time.
Yeah. And that explains why we're here. Trying to explain to people why people shouldn't just be killed.
Exactly.
Crazy. But it is a necessary thing. Do you think that things will get better soon, or do you think it's going to be a long while?
Oh, it's going to be a long while. It's definitely going to be a long while. So,
yeah,
just mentally, I mean, you want to hope for the best, but you kind of mentally have to prepare yourself to, you know, just understand we're going to be in this for a while.
Yeah. I tell people, especially people my age who ask me about it, I say, look, obviously things don't just happen. Even if the administration was on our side, things would not just happen.
Right.
Really, I think what we're waiting for is the generational shift for when the millennials are now, okay, we're in our 40s and 50s.
Right.
Now we are in positions of power. We are making the rules.
Right.
All we can do now is sort of start the conversation and kind of begin doing our shit. But it's going to take a while. Yeah.
You start gathering all the tools, getting all the information so you can just be ready to, you know, activate.
That's why there's so much emphasis on voting, because that's the most power that we have at this point.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
So
more crucial really than ever.
Yeah. I like a lot of these young progressive candidates that I'm seeing, like people like AOC and like a lot of other people who are with us.
Yes, absolutely.
So it's good. I'm optimistic.
Good. That's
But,
what we need.
I'm also white passing. So, like, of course I'm optimistic. I will be fine.
Yeah, you will be fine. Look at you enjoying your privilege. Privilege, Patty. Yes.
I used to make a joke in my stand-up that did not age well. And I would be like, I am white passing, which means I get all the privilege of being white, but none of the consequence. Which is not cute.
No. Go.
So
Yeah,
I
I
don't
got
say
this.
that anymore.
Let me send you this Black Lives Matter rally. I want you to go try that on that stage.
They'll be like, on second thought, some people do need to die for no reason.
Right. Can we talk to you for a minute?
Yes. But it always raises an interesting point because people sometimes forget about passing privilege and they'll say, oh, well, I'm not, white. I'm like, it doesn't matter if on paper you're not white. At face value, bitch, you're white.
Right, pretty much.
So acknowledge your privilege, be cute, and listen.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at, where I'm just like, granted, I know I'm technically a person of color, but look at me. I mean, look at me.
Look at you. Yes.
It's crazy. And like, all I want for myself or for other people who have experienced privilege, who are passing, is just listen to the people in your lives who are directly affected by it.
Absolutely.
And be better.
Absolutely.
Catch yourself.
Absolutely.
That's all. Do you watch Legendary?
Yes, absolutely.
I just finished it the other day.
It's fantastic.
So
it's
good.
Amazing. It's so good.
I thought Lanvin was going to get it.
Yeah, but I'm glad that Balmain got it.
Yes. LA native Calypso Jayro.
Yeah. Oh, Calypso did our Palm Springs bubbly brunch too.
She's incredible.
All the Jayros have cornbread, my boo, Kyra.
I love Kyra.
Kyra does. Like anytime Ross would be like, Booker. So I was just like,
oh yeah.
So anytime we had Kyra, they would always give a cornbread has hosted for us a bunch of times. Like we love the House of Jayro.
Same. I started doing drag when I started doing drag. You do these little competitions, these like amateur nights.
Right.
And every time I would go, it would be Kyra or Calypso or both. And I knew I didn't stand a chance. But they were always so nice to me.
Yeah, they're
even
super
now,
sweet.
like I see Calypso at the Abbey, I see Kyra everywhere because they're literally like booked every single place everywhere. As they should be.
Right. And I forget the name of the new. I've only known her because she worked the Rocco's brunch. She always the one that was outside with the big hair, really beautiful dark skin. I forget.
Is it Hershey?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I stan Hershey. I knew Hershey before she was a Jayro. She's lovely.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, all those girls.
Yeah.
Really great and talented.
Super talented. Oh, they're fire.
So good.
Yeah.
Are we approaching the end of our time already? We have the same microphone.
Oh yeah. See, I love this microphone.
It's so good. It's
wait. You're
so
able
good.
to talk from that. I feel like I always have to have it this close.
Well, I tweak the gain a little bit, so.
Oh, okay.
I fuck with the settings so I can have it at a little bit of a distance.
Yeah, because I hate being like, so today.
Yeah. But sometimes when I'm in business, I'll be like, listen to me right now.
You motherfucker, I'm coming.
Let me tell you something, bitch.
Come outside, Keisha. We ain't gonna do nothing.
You gonna come fight me in the park? Very that.
Right.
Like those old Bad Girls Club clips where they're just quiet and then all of a sudden,
yeah.
All that. I love that. I think that shit is so funny. Yeah. I never watched Bad Girls Club, but I live for those those clips. Where can the people on the internet find you?
They can find me, excuse me, on the gram. I'm CJay Life, CJayLyfe. That's same on Twitter. And and then my podcast is Can We Kick It? And that's Can We Kick It here on Instagram and then wherever you stream your pods.
Yes. And you just had Nikki Boyer.
Sure
I love that episode.
Yeah, it was really good. Nikki is my girl. Like Nikki is my girl through
Yes.
and through. I love her so much. So our next episode is going to be really fun. It's our sex episode, and whew, it is yeah, it's good.
Oh my God. I listened to the last one you did, the
Mhm.
sex one. There was another episode before where you talked about sex,
Uh-huh.
and Will Sterling got on there and
Uh-huh.
laid it out for the children.
Okay, so how he laid it out, the sex episode, it was things that I was like, you've never said this on Straight Talk, which I would just, yeah, it is, yeah.
Yep. And he spilled some tea on the Nikki Boyer episode of your
Yeah.
podcast, which I am so fascinated by it. All that.
Oh, and so
all
he
that
goes
stuff.
in deeper on the sex episode. So I was like, I bring up that first, and he goes into it. Like,
I cannot wait.
yeah, it's good.
We stand Nikki Boyer here at Hey Girl. I had her and Fagsy on like a few episodes ago.
Awesome.
Back when we could meet in person. So we all met at Fagsy's house, and he made a plate of snacks.
Cute.
Which was crackers and like little pickles.
Well, it fits with your diet, so.
What in Caucasian hell?
Where is Karen? Is Karen here?
Oh my God. Karen's got her hairnet on. She's in the lunchroom preparing this meal for us. That was fun. We were in which one is Fagsy's house? Christina Darling is Ross's house.
Ross's, right.
Miriam Darling.
Yeah, that's it. Gosh, that's so funny. It's so
what
funny.
In Gay Hill?
He's all, I feel like, yeah, I could pretty much, if I want to, I could walk there to his, where he lives.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
I've been to his place before. It's so cute.
Yeah, it is really cute.
A good time.
Yeah.
I got to do the afterglow, which was really fun.
Yeah. That's
a hoot.
Mm-hmm.
And it was the episode where we talked about the episode where somebody admitted to freezing, or they had a roommate who froze his boyfriend's poop and heated it up in the microwave.
Right. Oh my God.
So
our show.
I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just saying I had a lot to say about it. And sometimes I like to play devil's advocate. Some people like mud wrestling. I don't know.
Yeah, but yeah.
With that in mind.
What a perfect way to end.
You can follow me on Instagram at Jordan Jayro. It's JordanJayro. It rhymes with J-Lo.
Cute.
Don't get cute on the mic trying to call me something else. Because the girls try it. It's not that hard.
Right.
I had somebody at a gig once ask me, before the show, they came back and they're like, okay, so your name is Jordan Jayro, right? And I was like, oh my God, you get it. Yes. Thank you so much. And she's like, yeah, it says it on your Instagram bio. It has and I'm like, yeah, thank you. And I turned to the other queens and I was like, somebody finally like gets it. And then she introduces me and she goes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage, Jaden Jayro.
Oh my God. Oh.
When I tell you, I say, call the car.
Oh my gosh, that is so good.
So, yes. Oh my God, look, my damn headphones falling out and everything. Shit. What else? You can follow the podcast at Hey Girl Pod on Instagram, HEYGURLPOD. Also, there's an email address, heygirlpod@gmail.com. You can send me anything from like questions to your resume and I will critique it. You can send me your nude photographs and videographs.
Hey.
And people do sometimes. And then we talk about it on the program.
Beautiful.
Now that it's a visual thing, we have to find ways around that. But before, when I used to go to your house, it would be like
right there. Nice.
Yes. That's all. Thank you so much for doing this.
Thank you. I had so much fun. This is
Me
really
too.
Fun. Truly.
This is, it's one of the few things now that I get to do that I'm like, wow, this is really like a fun thing for me to like be creative and like,
good outlet. Yeah, absolutely.
So hopefully I run into you very soon in person when all this shit blows over.
Absolutely. We'll have to get you at a bubbly brunch and not pay you. Bye.
Well, I'll tell you once I press stop record. Girl, I can't go to jail again. Anyways, let me get up. Oh, bitch, look at this.
All in the gigs.
Let me get my gay ass off this damn recording before I say some stupid shit and get myself canceled.
All right.
Thank you guys for listening. See you
Thank
next
you.
week. Bye.